It has been a year since we were last on here breaking down the Oscars, and I had to bring in backup last year, and I brought her in again. Mary, welcome back to the Better and Green channel. We're going to be breaking down every category today. Um, how did it go watching the films? Do you have. Actually, I'll just start here real quick because I want
Yeah.
to just throw it out there. Holy, just depressing movies this year. All of them. Like, all the best pictures, even the shorts were super depressing this year. I was like, can we not get anything? It just seemed like eh, someone had to die. Someone had to be scream crying in every movie. Like last year, it felt like there was a good mixture, whereas this year it was just all sad. I was wondered, have you got to see like a mass majority of these movies? I know you have. I'm just asking so people out there also know. But what is your kind of takeaway just from everything that the Oscars gave us this year?
I completely agree. And I don't think I realized it till I was reading your blurb about the movies. And it's like, yeah, I've cried for every single movie I've watched here. Every time I try to pull one of these up, I'm sobbing. So a lot of sadness. And that's not to say they all ended sad.
Right.
there were like some happy endings, and yet I was still always crying. So maybe a very cathartic year for movies.
I think that's a good way to say it. Even the ones that I think we both watched that ended up not making the Oscars, but we were kind of expecting it to. Sorry, baby, ended up not making it.
Yes.
I kind of thought that the lead actress there might even get a nod to Best Actress this year. I thought she did a fantastic job. Ended up didn't make the cut for anything. No nominations this year, but again, just another sad one.
A tearjerker. Yeah, I would have loved for it to be nominated. I wish it would have just at least one, but it's
Yeah,
okay. I'm sure the lead actress is also the writer and director. I'm hoping we'll be seeing more of her in the future, and we'll be talking about her movie here in a couple
absolutely.
years.
Absolutely. I didn't know that she was that involved. That's awesome. I
Yes.
I had
Yeah.
no I don't think I've seen her in anything. So it's kind of nice to get a new face.
I agree. I had first seen her in a short on Twitter, like many, many years ago. That was
Wow.
very funny, like comedy, and it was about the premise was like wife who definitely didn't kill her rich husband, and it's very good. So watchers out there, go look it up for Eva Victor. Very good, and has gone on to do fantastic things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would not be surprised to see you here next year. One thing I did want to throw in real quick to everybody. Um, there's the Oscar death race that if you guys haven't done it, it's a really nice way to go through, keep track of all the movies that you haven't watched. But if you guys want to submit your own ballot, I created something over on bettergreen.com. Once again, this is very sports betting heavy related if you're not a big sports bettor. But even if not, check out the website. We have games over there, and we have a Oscars prediction game. You guys can click it. So yeah, it's going to give away one of my answers here right off the bat. But you guys get to go through. It'll lock when the Oscars start. Leaderboard, we're already in there. We already got our picks. So guys, please, if you haven't yet, head over there and enter it. And then, the leaderboard is going to rank us. Who was the best? So if you guys are big movie fans, go in there, submit a ballot. And let's see who reigns supreme. Maybe they'll get a shout out or an appearance or something on next week's or next year's episode.
Heck yeah, that'd be awesome.
We're gonna hop all over the place a little bit here.
All right.
Getting started. I think I followed last year's pattern, like the order and giving people out. Because if you don't want to start out with Best Picture. You always like kind of
Of
want to leave that
course.
one to last. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I mean, you'd be going through a lot of documentary, international films, best set design before you get to any of the meat and potatoes. So we're gonna bounce around a little bit. The first one that we're going to talk about, Mary, here is going to be Best Supporting Actor. We got
All right.
two from the One Battle After Another. That's Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro. Right now, Sean Penn's the favorite at minus 350. Stellan Skarsgård in second at plus 400. Delroy Lindo from Sinners plus 700. And Jacob Elordi at plus 2,500. Once again, if you guys aren't big bettors, you don't know what those numbers mean. Minus is how many hundreds of dollars you're going to have to spend to make $100. So minus 350 on Sean Penn. You have to spend $350 to win 100. Whereas Stellan Skarsgård at second at plus 400. If you bet $100, you would win 400. So that's kind of how those numbers work. The more negative, the higher likelihood that they're going to win. This actually has switched. I believe when I started writing the article, and maybe even when he had, like maybe as of 2 weeks ago, before the BAFTAs maybe, Skarsgård was the favorite at almost minus 200. And so he's swapped quite a bit to plus 400 now. Sean Penn was my pick. I thought Sean Penn did fantastic in that movie. But also, like, looking at it, you know, Stellan Skarsgård, he's not the leading actor, but he's a huge part of that movie. And at plus 400, you're getting the value with him. And I just think that there's just kind of too much that I don't really want to pick anybody besides Skarsgård here. What are your thoughts?
Okay. I thought Sean Penn was incredible. He
Yeah.
just like the way he's absolutely despicable in that movie, and like I
Yes.
hate his character so much that I'm like, okay, that means he was doing a good job. I personally, I'm rooting for Stellan, and I think
Mhm.
there's a chance just because like I think because he hasn't won an Oscar yet and he's now so
Oh,
late
good
in his
point.
career, I think this could be something where it's like even if he weren't in the lead, they'd want to give him an Oscar just like as an acknowledgement of what he's done so far.
Yeah.
But he was he's a huge part of that movie. I do think it's a little bit of a stretch calling him supporting actor
See,
for
yes.
the movie, but I'll give it to him. It's like, all right, it's Stellan. He can do it.
Yeah.
And he was in. I also want to shout out our the movie that should have won more Oscars, Dune 2. He was in Dune
Yeah.
2. So
Was he really? Who was he in Dune 2?
he's the guy that like floats up the evil Harkonnen,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the
and
big
like
one.
he like lays in the bath and stuff like that. So
Man, he's so
yeah,
unrecognizable. I
I don't.
totally forgot he was in that.
It disappears into the role. He's just that good.
Into the roles.
There you
Ayo.
go.
So those two definitely front runners. That's how Vegas has it. I think that's how you and me have it here too. Delroy
Yeah.
Lindo and Sinners. Nothing against him. I don't see him winning. Benicio del Toro. If it's going to go to somebody that one battle after another, it has to be Sean Penn. I think that might actually hurt them if they do end up splitting votes. You know.
Yeah, it's a split. Yeah.
And then Elordi and Frankenstein. I actually really I was pretty skeptical about Elordi and Frankenstein, you know, after seeing the roles that he's played in the Euphoria and whatnot. I'm like, so he's like
Yeah.
the pretty F boy in that, and now he's gonna be some monster. But I thought he killed it. I thought he was actually maybe even better in Frankenstein than he is in Euphoria. So at plus 250, 2,500 though, it seems kind of like,
Unlikely.
yeah, he just didn't. There's not enough speaking, you know, and also he doesn't come into what a third of the movie's done.
Yeah.
The first third of the movie is just about getting to the part where he is.
Right. And yeah, it's just the rest of the category is so stacked. It's like, but it's a good acknowledgement for him, and maybe he'll have more, you know, Oscar worthy roles in the future.
Absolutely, yeah. Getting nominated is huge for him at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the best animated feature.
Okay.
This is gonna be one of the. There's a couple heavy favorites. This is gonna be one of them. We have Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. Right now, the favorite is K-pop Demon Hunters at minus 1,800. Really? Zootopia 2 next at plus 900. Little Amelie plus 1,100. Elio and Arco both at plus 3,500. Seems kind of like K-pop Demon Hunters has a little locked up. I don't think I disagree with them. I mean, this is like it's like a cultural phenomenon. Every little girl was one of those three for Halloween. It felt like.
Have you watched any of the other animated pictures? Did you watch all of them?
So I saw all of them except for Arco. Arco came out like
Okay.
I think it came out within the last couple weeks, I believe, and it's just one of those that
Didn't have a
it's
chance.
a lot of money to get through all of them, and when you're tied for
Yes.
last place, so I'm not gonna spend it.
Yeah.
But Zootopia 2 was good. Did you watch Little
Okay.
Amelie?
I haven't seen Zootopia 2. So I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I loved it. That
Banger.
might be the only one that's nominated that didn't make me cry. Although honestly, I might have teared up here, but I at least wasn't weeping. But I don't watch a lot of animated movies lately, just because I do love them, but they always make me cry, like regardless. I'm like Disney movies, I just always end up sobbing. So I am like scared of them now because I'll love it, but then too much. So were any of the rest of these tear jerkers?
No, no. Zootopia
Okay.
2 was just kind of like a lot like the first one. It was just a good animated movie. You know,
Okay.
it was. My daughter approved of it. She did not like Elio.
Interesting.
She didn't like that one. That one's okay. If it was a free watch, if it's on Disney Plus, something that you want to watch it, that's fine. But I wouldn't
Sure.
pay money for it. I didn't think it was anything that really stood out. But it
Yeah.
was different enough that it's worth at least a watch. But I wanted to hit the Little Amelie one though.
Yeah.
Uh, Click away and come back here shortly if you don't like spoilers. But this is like a very weird animation style. It's this little girl born and she thinks she's God, and
Whoa.
she like can't speak or do anything until she's one or whatever, and she thinks like it's something's wrong with her or whatever, and it's like you're 1 years old. And so then she starts
Yeah.
walking around, like on her birthday or whatever, and she gets this caretaker that ends up watching over her for a little bit. And bro, the caretaker goes away and she learns she's going to have to move away from China. So this 2-year-old has suicidal thoughts and decides to kill herself by throwing herself in a koi pond.
Does she
Like
survive?
2 years old. Yes. Yes. She
Okay,
survives.
good.
She gets a little scar on her head. The prejudiced Japanese lady that's still mad about what happened from World War II comes in and saves her. It was like
Oh,
the
good.
main villain of the film. And then she's like, maybe I'm not God. And I'm like, this was the weirdest movie I've ever seen. It was horrible.
Whoa. Maybe it's touching on something that we all come to terms with, and that we're not conscious.
It's definitely about dealing with loss. I think her grandma dies at one point in the film too. So it's kind of
Uh,
like dealing with losing your babysitter, losing your grandma that she connected with. But I'm like, bro, there's not a 2-year-old out there committing not alive.
yeah. Well, hopefully not. Oh my gosh.
There,
You should be having
there's
fun.
resources.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
You should be picking stuff up off the ground and putting it in your mouth.
yeah, exactly.
uh, let's hit some of these animated shorts, shall we?
Yes.
So we're talking about Butterfly, The Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plan, Forever Green, and The Three Sisters. Uh, I believe as of yesterday, I think I was trying to find these Three Sisters and The Girl Who Cried Pearls still not available in the United States. Right now, you can watch Forever Green, Retirement Plan, and Butterfly. I believe all three currently now on YouTube. The favorite is Butterfly at plus 100. Have you had a chance to watch any of these?
I haven't seen any. What's Butterfly about?
Butterflies are I love the story. I was not familiar with it, but I'm not a fan of that art style. It's like
Mm.
kind of like a painted. I don't know if that's like a painted by frame type thing going on, and they like meticulously went through and did it frame by frame, or if
Wow.
it's like there's just the art style they're able to do digitally. I'm not sure, but it's about is he Israeli? I think he's like an Israeli swimmer that ended up he like swam at the French Olympics, and then World War II happened, and he got abducted for being Jewish. They separate him
Whoa.
from his wife and daughter, and actually we know what happened with World War II and Jewish people with the
Yeah.
wife and daughter, but they kept him to work in one of the internment camps, and he survived, and I think he went and he competed again, and then he ended up teaching like swim classes, and then he kind of like dies in the end.
Whoa. Oh my
He
gosh.
swims
That's a
out
lot
into the
covered
ocean.
in a short.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a story I wasn't familiar with, and it's very kind of abstract. And plus 100, that's the favorite to win. It's hard to pick against it. Retirement Plan is very minimalist drawn, but it's funny. It's one of those. It's
Oh,
about
good.
all the things you're gonna do when you get older, and then kind of you're trying to do them, but age is taking its toll on you. So it's like I'm gonna do this, and then it'll show you like in the beginning he's able to do the stuff that he's talking about, and then in the end he's like more in like a nursing care facility and stuff. But like it's still kind of upbeat, so it's sad, but
Okay.
kind of tongue in cheek. I like it. I liked it a lot at plus 500. I feel like last year the one I thought for sure was gonna win didn't win.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to take a shot on Retirement Plan at plus 500. I think I did in the article. The Girl Who Cried Pearls was initially the favorite, but it's flip flopped with Butterfly. And like I said, that one and Three Sisters
Interesting.
I haven't seen. Forever Green's a good one, but
Mm.
it did make Catherine cry.
Oh, okay.
A tree
Interesting.
adopts a bear.
Oh no. Anytime there's animals.
Yes.
Like Wild Robot last year, I was
Oh,
obsessed.
Wild Robot was so good. That one
It's
was
so
so good.
good.
I'm still a little pressed that it didn't win though.
I know. It should have, because it was in a couple categories, wasn't it,
I
last year?
think it was like best score, best animated film, and maybe something else. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
it
I
was really good.
hey, no hate to Flo. I'm not trying to hate on Flo, but I
Hey.
like I like
Oh,
Wild Robot
Flo
better.
was a tearjerker too. Oh my gosh. That was bad. That was hard to watch. Incredible. I'll never touch it again.
Forever Green is a good one about like leaving your trash out and the like bad effects it can have on nature. So it is a good one for that too.
Oh,
I
so
believe all
sweet.
three available for free on YouTube.
Okay, huge.
Check them
I'm
out.
I'm gonna watch them after this. Is it so far? I feel like there's a big difference between what the leading pick is and what like the second, like between first and second. It feels like a large difference. Was it like that last year? Do you remember?
For certain categories, but this year feels very split. So like I'm having a
Okay.
hard time finding underdogs. Like right for this one, I think I took Retirement Plan. I think I'll just stick with Retirement Plan, but Butterfly probably wins. I mean, that's the stronger
Okay.
story, more would you say daring art style? It's so different. So Butterfly probably wins. If the Girl Who Cried Pearls, like if that wins, they have to change something. Like
Something's
if we
broken.
can't even watch them, bro, we can't watch them,
I
but y'all are giving out
agree.
awards. That seems kind of I don't know.
I
That rubs
agree.
me the wrong way.
I've been thinking that too. I'm like, I wish they would like the week before or something,
Yeah,
like make all of these accessible, so get the people involved so we can get it.
right.
Not that.
Who wants to watch an
Not really
award show
that.
about nothing they know anything about?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, give us something to root for here.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about back to some of the movies. The costume design.
All right.
We've got Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. These are
Mm.
a couple big names that we're going to be talking about a lot here. I'll let you go first while I try to find it to find the odds. What your thoughts are on
Yeah.
these films and entries?
So I've seen all of these except for Avatar. I haven't seen the new Avatar. I I can picture what goes into it. I've seen the first two, so I
Yeah,
imagine generally it's like those. I guess it's kind of interesting with the animated movie that they're talking about costume. That's a
yeah, that's true. I guess there's
I guess
enough
that
live
makes
action
sense.
in it.
Yeah. Huh. The philosophy behind
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
costume?
that's a good point. It is in
Um,
last place though, so that's
it
they're
is
like they're thinking the same thing. This shouldn't win.
they're
Why is
like,
this even
I
here?
don't know. Yeah. I am torn, and I also preface all of my picks are based on like heart and probably not accuracy. So a lot of mine are going to be for Sinners, just because I love Sinners a lot, and I think it should win a lot. And so I'm just generally giving them whenever I'm confused, they just get it. So right now I'm pulling for Sinners. I think I thought Hamnet was beautiful, but their costume, I guess, and I don't know how like historical accuracy goes into this,
Mhm.
because I think the costumes were probably good, but they weren't necessarily like you're watching it and you're like, whoa, the costumes. It's
Right.
more, I thought the set was more beautiful. Frankenstein,
Mhm.
maybe. They've got some cool costuming going on. But what are you seeing? What are the odds saying? What are you thinking?
So I'm gonna read the criteria over here real quick for best costume: excellence in creating clothing that enhances the film's narrative, character development, and aesthetic with a strong historical preference for period, fantasy, or musical genre. If you're looking
Oh,
at,
there's a preference. Interesting.
there is, and right now, Frankenstein's a favorite at minus
Really?
2,500. You have to bet 2.5 bands to win $100.
Minus two. Wow. Now that's
Yeah.
interesting. I'm gonna need to look up some pictures of Frankenstein's costumes.
Sinners is second at plus 1,200, then Hamnet plus 1,400, Marty Supreme at plus 2,000. I believe what I was thinking about when I did this, so I picked Frankenstein, and my thought process behind this was we saw that Gladiator 2. What was that? I believe that was last year. And
Yep.
it was pretty low down there on the list. Everything looked great and stuff, but they didn't have that freedom of kind of like it said fantasy in there, the fantasy historical and fantasy movies. Frankenstein kind of feels like that sweet spot, right? Between fantasy and historical. So it's a time period that's kind of like in the alternate universe, would you say? And
Yeah.
Poor Things won this category. And Frankenstein kind of feels a lot like Poor Things to me,
I agree. I
right?
agree. Yeah, very similar vibe, I think,
Yeah,
and like almost time period.
right. And they don't have to so strictly adhere to, oh, that wasn't accurate. They didn't actually wear that back then because they're like, there's a monster walking around that was reanimated.
Yeah.
Like, don't argue about the clothing.
Yeah, we've got some license here. I'm looking at Mia Goth's outfits. I forgot about all of her
Oh, yeah.
fits, and it's very good. So, okay, I can see that. I like that Sinners is up next, though. I think Sinners needs to get their due. They did a good job.
Absolutely. I think it's just, once again, it's that historical thing. They were able to go into
Yeah,
fantasy a little bit with it being vampire, but like I don't think they were able to
yeah,
dive in kind of like Frankenstein was able to.
yeah. They don't have the fabulous dresses, I don't think. They did have some
Right.
dresses, but not the level of fabulous that Frankenstein had.
Right. And I feel like in Hamnet, like what's her name? Jessie Buckley had the same burgundy dress on the entire movie.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like when you don't have enough, like you're going up against multiple dresses, and then Frankenstein, even I feel like his outfit evolved with the movie, and it's just like
yep.
I don't know how you compete with that.
I agree. Yeah. No, loved Jessie Buckley's look, but it
Yeah,
did stay the same the whole time.
it did. Also, completely shocked watching interviews with her. I did not realize she was not like American and had this thick accent.
Yes.
Wow.
I feel like I had seen her in something else, so I wasn't shocked. But yeah, the like, you have no idea based on the movie.
Also, yeah, I saw she was in another movie I had seen, but I did not realize that was her. What was it? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of ending things. You know how I love those terrible movies.
I'm okay.
It
I'm
was
trying to think if I've seen that.
it was the one where they're driving back to see his family, and it's weird. They're like driving in the snowstorm, and then he gets out and gets the ice cream, and it ends with them like dancing to Oklahoma, and he turns into an animated pig at the end of the movie and kills himself in the
I don't think
school.
I've seen this. Whoa. No, I
Dude,
don't
it's
think I've
so
seen
great.
it.
People hate it. People hate it. I liked it.
Okay.
People hate it.
You liked it. Oh, okay,
I
interesting.
like
I'll
the
have to look
weird
that one
ones.
up.
but it's her. She's the girlfriend, and he is the like leader in Begonia that we're gonna talk about. Jesse Plemons.
Oh,
Oh,
he likes weird stuff.
yeah, those two are the leads in it.
Oh, how interesting.
Big year for
Okay.
those two.
I was gonna say they're gonna be there together then. That'll be fun.
Take a picture. Take a picture. Post it for
Yeah,
us.
old castmates. Yeah.
Let's talk about best original screenplay. This is going to
Okay.
include Blue Moon. It Was Just an Accident. Marty Supreme. Sentimental Value. And Sinners. Mary, I got to ask you, did you see Blue Moon? It's on Netflix.
I haven't.
I think we've been doing this. I've been doing it the last 3 years. We've been recording the last 2. This is the worst movie I've ever seen. And he's
That's
nominated
awesome.
as best leading actor. I wanted to punch a hole in the wall.
Whoa, who's the leading actor?
He's so Ethan Hawke. He's
Oh,
terrible. This movie is terrible. Don't watch this movie.
oh, so
It's
he's bad in it, but not in like the fun bad way, in like a bad
no.
bad way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I want to turn it off because I'm so tired of hearing him.
Is it
Have
long?
it felt
Yeah.
painfully long. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
It
how
could have
long it
been
is.
five
It felt
minutes. It felt like lifetimes.
5 minutes, 5 hours, man. I couldn't tell any difference. Have you seen? Oh, what is that skit? Oh, the guy that. Oh, like the driving crooner. He does all those stupid skits. Oh man, I forget his name. But he has this skit where he's like walking around singing like "Lady Luck" and blowing on dice and rolling them, and then he loses and he just starts screaming and having a meltdown. He's like that. It feels like that character. It feels
Oh God.
very like over the top annoying that you're just like, oh my god, turn this off.
Oh no. I felt stressed just you describing that.
Literally turn on and watch like 7 minutes of it, and you'll be like,
Okay.
that's enough. Just so you
I'll
get a
log it
feel.
on Letterboxd and be like, I saw enough.
Yeah, yeah, just do it for Letterboxd. They're in last place here by a lot. The second to
Okay.
last place is plus 1,600. They're in last place by 4,000. Um,
Wow.
but surprisingly enough, Sentimental Value second to last at plus 1,600. It Was Just an Accident third to last plus 1,000. Runner up to the favorite is Marty Supreme at plus 800, and Sinners is the favorite for original screenplay at minus 1,000.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. I have Sinners as my win for this one. I suspect that if Sinners doesn't win Best Picture, it'll probably like get a lot of these, smaller awards.
Yeah,
Just in like Best Picture might go somewhere else, but Sinners will still be heavily awarded. Is kind
I
of what I'm wondering will happen.
I kind of feel similar, honestly. Like I feel like the Sentimental Value, Sinners, One Battle After Another, and actually not even Marty Supreme. I think Frankenstein. I think those are going to kind of pepper the board. That's kind of how I have it this year. But I
Yeah,
agree. I think
I
Sinners
can
is
see
the
that.
pick.
Okay, that's exciting. That's a first Sinners win, like based on the betting market so
Yeah,
far, right?
yeah.
Okay, huge, exciting.
Let's hop over to the adapted screenplay. Now that is going to
Okay,
be the Begonia we were just talking about, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Netflix's Train Dreams.
trained. I put Hamnet for this.
Really?
I think of the, and here's the thing. I I think you had said you have one battle after another winning for a lot, which I
Yeah.
do think is going to happen, but I just did not enjoy it so much, and so I don't have it.
Bro, I don't blame you. Honestly, it's kind of like Brutalist last year.
Yep, it's like unfortunately I do think it's gonna win, and I do not want that to happen.
My biggest thing, I think Hamnet is going to have a really hard time winning because how long has that been getting redone? You know, since this is
Oh,
adapted
yeah,
screenplay, I'm like, how much better could they make it than it has been for what hundreds of years?
yeah. That's true. And they're up
That's
against a lot of like flashier movies. Like
mhm,
it's a much smaller. I think there's a lot of people, or I don't think there'd be a lot of people that were just like casual Friday night want to go see him. I'd guess, but I don't know. I know I was interested, but it's like we knew that it was like on the radar for Oscars,
right.
and also, I love just crying at movies, so it's,
Did you watch Train Dreams? Did you get to
I
see
haven't
that
seen
one,
it yet.
bro?
I need to.
That is one I would have never seen it if they didn't make it and it didn't get nominated for an Oscar.
Did you like
Incredible.
it?
I cried.
Okay.
Like with a
I
lot of these
mean,
other movies.
as is the theme with these.
Since you haven't seen it, I don't want to ruin this one for you, so I'm not going to say
Okay.
much about this one, but it is worth a watch. It is a very sad one, but I would have never found out if it wasn't in the Oscars because it is too long to be a short story, but it was too short to be a novel. So this fell into like this really
Oh,
weird category where I don't think I would have ever heard about it. Like it has a special
interesting.
name for it.
As a novella?
Yes, yes. And I'm like,
Interesting.
I don't read enough
Is the
novels, let
movie
alone
short?
novellas.
Yeah.
No, no. It's probably an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
And there's a lot of dead time.
Interesting.
There's a lot of dead time, but it's beautifully shot. I forget the main actor. He's a big name actor though. It's on Netflix. It's a free watch, which is nice because it's not one I would recommend. Like if it was worth anything, I wouldn't say pay
Yeah.
for it. But if it's a free watch, I'd recommend it.
Might as well. Okay. I have that one, Marty Supreme, and
Hmm.
then I'm actually in the middle of The Secret Agent right now. And those are the
Okay,
last three of, so I've seen half of Secret Agent of the Best Picture nominations.
gotcha.
So
Um,
I'll be watching it before next week.
good, good. Um, One battle after another is a favorite at minus 3,500. That's about 97% odds.
Wow.
So they're thinking they've
Wow.
just about locked it up. Hamnet is next at plus 1,000. Then Train Dream
Okay.
surprisingly is third at plus 1,600. And
Interesting.
Frankenstein and Begonia both at 2,800.
Wow. I'm surprised Begonia is so low. I feel like that has been talked about a lot, just generally in the internet. But
I thought so too. I don't think it wins anything. I'll be honest. I don't think it takes home a
okay.
single award.
Interesting.
We'll
Well, it's
talk more
like
about it.
this. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Let's talk
Save
about
save it for later.
yeah, right. Right. Makeup and hairstyle. That is going to be Frankenstein. Kokuho, I believe is how you say that. It is I believe, a Japanese film. Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and one that I know you've seen based on your letterbox history.
Letterboxd.
That's going to be The Ugly Stepsister,
That one was crazy. Did you watch it?
unfortunately.
Oh my gosh. And I love a horror movie. Probably one of my top favorite genres. And
It's a
oh
hard
my God.
watch.
Like the first half I was like, okay, I get it. And the second half I'm like, I'd watch it again with someone, but I have not felt like visceral disgust the way I felt in the
Bro,
second half of the movie.
the like nasal chiseling. Oh my god.
And like chopping the worm.
Yeah, it's all of it. Just all of it.
Crazy. Oh
Like,
my
damn.
God.
I'm not doing this for nobody.
No,
This
exactly.
girl
No, I was
wildin'.
like, girl, yeah. Someone save her.
Yeah. There's other men out there, I promise you.
Yeah. I kind of wondered if at the end they were teasing or like foreshadowing because her little sister was wearing the red um Riding Hood.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that? I was like, are they gonna
Yeah.
do Little Red Riding Hood next time?
I wonder. That's a good
I could see a little series
I didn't
happening.
catch on to that. Yeah. Dang. Good
The
catch.
like horror next Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's
Yeah, right. But
Fairy
it's
tales
like
that are
fairy tale
horrifying.
horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Smashing Machine?
No, I haven't seen that one.
I give them props for making like the one of the most recognizable guys in Hollywood, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, look unrecognizable
Oh. Okay,
as
I've seen
a
pictures.
as a it's a true story based on a UFC fighter. But see, my thing was I really thought Maestro was going to win based on how they changed Bradley Cooper to make him look like the real
Yeah.
guy. Didn't win, and so I was like, maybe Poor
Yeah.
Things won that one also. I think it was the same year as Poor Things. So right now, Frankenstein's a favorite. Again, it's 97%
Okay.
minus 3,500. I think Frankenstein's going to win. Sinners is second at plus 1,000. I think it's
Okay.
Frankenstein.
I think that makes a lot of sense. I put the ugly stepsister on here just because like I saw this and that needs to be worth something.
Dude, no joke. Yeah, I didn't watch that Kokuho because I'm like, it's tied. No, not even tied. It is last place at 2,800.
Okay.
I'm like, that 97% that Frankenstein should win. I don't know what percentage of that
Wow.
3% Kokuho is supposed to have, but it's not enough to make me watch
But
this
it's the
movie.
lower part. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I think I'd be happy with either of those. Frankenstein or Sinners. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Or Steps. Ugly
Yeah.
Steps. Maybe. Dark Horse.
I wonder, does like the guy when he's on his hands and knees on the table before Frankenstein's brought to life, when he's doing the test and he's got his back splayed open and he's all bloody stuff, does that
Yeah.
count? I mean, I would assume that counts as makeup, right?
Whoa. That's a good question. Or is it visual effects?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a fine line of I guess like if
Yeah,
it's on a human body, then it's makeup and hairstyling. Unless it's a costume.
right. The criteria I have here is excellence in transforming actors through cosmetics, prosthetics, wigs, and hairstyling, focusing on artistry, technical skills, and suitability to the film's characters. So maybe if it's not
Mm.
him and it's just a test person, it doesn't count.
But like Frankenstein himself.
Himself, definitely.
And you know what was interesting is how Mia Goth played two characters in
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah,
And they did some prosthetics or something on one of her versions of herself. So I could see that. There's a small theme of like doubles in here.
right. Yes.
So
Oh, I can't wait to talk about those doubles here when we get to casting because I got something to say about the casting award.
ooh, I'm excited.
Let's talk about editing in the meantime. Best film editing, F1. Another one of those that kind of surprisingly got more nominations than I think me and most people were expecting.
Anyone.
I try to be nice. Try to be nice. Uh, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. Editing's kind of a weird one, isn't it?
I was just thinking that it's a beautiful category because if it's good, then you don't notice it. And
Yes.
so it's like it's I think it's so wonderful that they have this category, but then it's hard to reflect unless you're watching a movie for the editing of how was it.
I
So
100% agree.
I'm
You can feel
curious.
it when it's
One,
not good.
exactly. You know when you've seen bad editing. I also shocked F1 was nominated for anything. That's like it was an okay movie, I guess. I can't believe we're considering this. But now I'm like, did it have like incredible? I mean, in my opinion, they could have edited it to make it shorter. That would have been good.
You're kind of right,
But
though. I do think
I put
this.
Sinners for this, but
Okay.
that's I thought it was fantastic. So I thought the
Yeah.
editing must have also been fantastic.
Yeah. I have the criteria here. How effectively the editor shapes the narrative, controls pacing, and enhances the film's emotional impact through structural, rhythmic, and stylistic choices. I believe this one is going to be a bit closer here. Let's see, best editing. Do I not have best editing anymore on here? Oh, here you go. Best film editing. Yeah. Wow. Okay, these have switched a little bit. So I am on the favorite. It used to be at minus 290. It's moved to minus 400. That's that one battle after another. That's another one. I felt like that would be the hardest one since you have like so many different characters and storylines that you're trying
Yeah.
to continue to progress. I thought they did do a good job with that. But number 2 is F1. That shocked me at plus 240.
You're
So they're not even
kidding.
that big of a dog.
Oh my gosh.
And then is Sinners at plus 1200, Marty Supreme at plus 2500, and then probably the biggest one we're going to see today, Sentimental Value. It's like, why did you get nominated? You're plus 10,000.
Wow.
Might be worth just
That is
throwing $1 on it.
shocking.
Say, hey, I'm just having it out
Yeah.
there.
Whoa. So at those odds, if you threw $1 on it, what would the return be?
Let's see. So if you did 100, it'd be 10,000. Would it be $100?
Okay. Yeah.
I think
Definitely.
so. Yeah,
Might as well.
$100. You don't need that dollar. If you're going to buy a lottery ticket, those odds aren't plus 10,000.
Yeah. That is shocking that F1 is beating out
Dude,
Sentimental Value. What is
by an infinite number. Dude.
this? Yeah. Wow.
I don't think One Battle After Another deserves to be minus 400, though. This one feels like it should be a close one between One Battle After Another and Sinners, which, once again, if you like Sinners, that's not a bad one to take a chance on, a plus 1,200.
Yeah.
You get
I agree.
paid out quite a bit for that.
Wow.
Let's get back into some of the people on screen. Let's do supporting actress. We have...
Right.
Let me get their names pulled up here. I know most of them, but some of them are kind of hard to say here. Amy Madigan from Weapons. Tiana Taylor from One Battle After Another. We got Wunmi Mosaku from Sinners. And then this is the one I knew I was going to have trouble with. Inga Ib's daughter, Lilias. Oh, I didn't say that one right at all, but we're going to call her IIL. We're going to call her the ill one from Sentimental Value, and Elle Fanning from Sentimental Value. My personal opinion, getting us started here, I think that whatever Elle or Inga did, the ill one are going to cancel each other out. Just kind of like the Sean Penn one. I just think like people are going to vote for both of them, and there's no way either one of them win. Elle Fanning went from being, I believe she wasn't too far out of being the favorite. Like she was pretty high up there. Now she's all the way back at plus 10,000, just like before. There's no way she wins. Inga plus 2,500. No way she wins. The next three, though, Mary, all of them are just 3 digits. Plus 125. Amy Madigan of Weapons has moved into the favorite for Best Supporting Actress. Tiana Taylor plus 150, just behind her. One Battle After Another. And that Wunmi Mosaku from Sinners at plus 225. They're all right there.
Wow. I agree with the Sentimental Value. I think if either of them were to win, it'd be Inga, our ill homie. I remember watching it, and like she becomes very important in the back half. And there's a scene where I was like, "Whoa!" I'm like, I wonder if she gets nominated, just because it's like she had a big emotional punch at the end.
Yeah.
So I could like, it makes sense for her to win, but I also agree. I think it might be divided. I feel like I've seen the most chatter about Amy Madigan winning for Weapons, and that's who I had picked. And I just like rooting for horror in award shows.
Yeah.
You know, just like Ugly Stepsister. It's like, horror is a great genre. A lot of art's happening over there. They deserve the limelight.
They never... The bad thing about the Academy is they just never give it to those guys, even if they deserve it.
Yeah, I agree.
I saw they've won one horror movie has ever won Best Picture. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, wow. Great movie. So,
Very good, but I'm
but
surprised
we need
only
some more.
one. Yeah, I really liked Amy Madigan, and she was my pick before I saw some of these other movies. I believe Wound Me actually won at the Golden Globes. I
Okay.
think I'm gonna go, and I hate this. I really hate this pick, Mary. Maybe you can talk me off of it, but I'm thinking Tiana Taylor from One Battle After Another. Again, I'm on that one. I just think like her, she had such an important character in the beginning, and was such like a I'm struggling with the word, but just like they couldn't just sit back on screen. They had to be like the main focal point of the screen. They had to be a crazy person that is just kind of like commanding at all time, like
Yeah.
she's the freedom fighter. Like there's no just sit back account freedom, boring freedom fighters, which is what Leo's character is to her. It's just the boring guy that she doesn't at into the movie doesn't feel like dealing with him anymore. And I just thought she did a great job portraying that like live like there's no tomorrow type character. But it kills
Yeah.
me that after the beginning of the movie, she's just gone. So I'm like, is that going to be enough to have somebody else take over?
I know I've seen this talked about, and I don't know for what movie, but they were saying something about supporting characters or yeah, and like how even like their power is even when they're not on screen, you're still feeling them.
Yeah.
And or like that's a sign of someone who's done a good job. And so I could see that. She is on screen for such a short time.
I know.
But I think what I struggle with one battle after another is the same with Sean Penn, or yeah, Sean Penn, is
Yeah.
that like they're incredible, like acting their hearts out, and it's just characters that I don't like. And so
No,
that's
you're
like
right.
I mean, I support the movie felt very empowering of like, yeah, you're fighting for, your family, your country, and I'm like, hell yeah, beyond like into that. But she as a character was very like stressed me out a lot.
Yeah, dude, I
That
agree.
was
I agree. She did a great job of doing it.
yeah. So I think that gets in there, but that's a really good sign. Like a great actor is doing a good job. So I won't talk you off of it. I think worthwhile role, worthwhile pick.
The problem too is with Amy is that there's so much build up. She doesn't even get there till halfway through the movie's over. So I think
That's
that's the problem
true.
with both of them. So maybe that picks Wound Me with Sinners because I feel like she has probably the most screen time of those three, and I believe she
And
did win either the BAFTAs or the Golden Globes.
okay, some precedent. Who did
Yeah,
she play in Sinners? What's her character?
the one of Michael B. Jordan's characters, she's like the girlfriend that he left.
And she had a child. Is that right? Or the other one?
I can't remember if she had a kid or not.
I'll look
But
her
I
up.
remember they like go into her house and she's like cooking food or something. This is the first time you see her. He goes back to see her and she's like surprised that he came back, that he's gonna be some Chicago gangster that just like gets killed up there basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and she was a little bit witchy too. Sorry.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Yeah.
So I
She was
could
great.
see.
Also made me cry.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a good lineup this year.
it is. It's big hitter heavy, but there's some good
Yeah.
ones. Let's hit production design. That is going to be between Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Yes, you are hearing a lot of these same ones over and over again. They're just some huge movies this year. Uh, Frankenstein's the favorite, Mary at minus 1,400. Then Sinners comes in next, plus 600. Hamnet plus 2,000. One Battle After Another plus 2,000. Marty Supreme plus 25,000. I actually pretty strongly agree with Frankenstein. I think it should be bigger. I mean, you think of like they had to build the barn, or you know, when I say build,
Yeah.
you have to create the everything, the atmosphere for the barn. You got the castle. I feel like they're all over the place in that one. You got the ship when they're in Antarctica or
Yeah.
whatever. And Sinners, a lot of it takes place in the barn. It's all kind of like in one place. Hamnet, a lot of it is her in the house. One battle after another. You're not in a single place long enough to really appreciate anything, and it was all nothing stood out. Nothing's gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, I remember they were in this place. You're like, he was somewhere. You know, he was in a store. He was on a rooftop. Nothing's gonna, no place is gonna stand out to you. Marty
Right.
Supreme. It just kind of felt like they're just using pre-built stuff that's already in New York, didn't it? Like it didn't feel like they were really building and creating anything there. So I'm pretty
Yeah.
heavy on Frankenstein here, actually.
I like that reasoning. In my sheet here on betterandgreen.com, I put Hamnet. I think I agree. I don't think it was the most like mind-blowing design, but I just like I loved the scenes in the forest and like
Yeah.
the last scene where they're on stage. I think there was like a couple very impactful points where it's like the setting is part of the emotion of the scene
Mm-hmm.
that I really liked. But I think ultimately, like similar to costume, it's pretty simple what it's like it's good, but it's pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
So not as maybe not as much creativity as went into Frankenstein. I agree. Frankenstein had a lot of cool sets and spooky sets.
Yeah. 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 Hey, I like that you're taking the ones that are a little offbeat. You know, like you're not making any money on
Yeah.
the minus 1400, so you're taking the fun ones.
Yeah.
One of us has to.
Exactly.
Let's talk about original song here. We have Diane Warren's song from Relentless. Let me get the rest of my guys here pulled up. We have the K-pop Demon Hunters. I know that one's golden. I don't have the songs up here yet. Sinners, Viva Verdi, and Train Dreams. I know Train Dreams was called Train Dreams. Um,
Yep.
Maybe it's not even listed here anymore because it might not be available to bet on. Which actually there is no audio to bet on anyways here. I'll refresh it and see just in case. But I mean, is it possible it's anything other than golden?
I was just gonna, I'm like, even, me who's rooting for sinners in most categories, it's gotta be golden.
It, it has to be. I mean, how many? It was like a trending song on social media.
Trending. I'm in a community band and we've played Golden a couple times.
Oh
It's
shoot!
always on in the club. It's like Golden is part of us now.
Yeah, right. And I feel like when they, excuse me, when they get that ingrained into like culture, I feel like they have to win.
Yeah, you gotta get an award for that.
We're giving you something.
Yeah. Someone's going home with something.
Yeah. Let's do documentary short here. Um, all the empty rooms, armed only with a camera, the life and death of Brent Renaud. Children no more. Children, whoa, no more. The devil is busy and perfectly a strangeness.
Ooh, I haven't seen any of these. So I'm
No,
curious what you've seen and what you think.
I've seen all of them except Children No More. I didn't see that one. Armed only with a camera. So somebody dies. So I don't want to be like this is like a real life one. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful with it, but I feel like we've had a bunch in this category within the last couple of years of them being press related, right? Like we
Mm,
had all the Ukraine war footage and people trying to tell that story. And I believe that's over the last 2 years is we had a bunch of those, like multiple, because there was what 47 days or 147 days in Mariupol. I forget the number, but it was
Yeah.
Days in Mariupol, and then there's Porcelain Warriors, which was another like kind of Ukrainian documentary war effort. This one was kind of another documentary war effort of a guy armed only with a camera, but it could just be me. It just feels like maybe the Academy's getting a little tired of those films. Let me see even what it is on here. I know it didn't hit me the same as it used to. Right now, it's the second favorite at plus 260. I will say this real quick, though. Plus 550, Perfectly a Strangeness pisses me off, and I might not be more angry than I am right now. And this might be the most mad
Whoa.
I am. It's like,
Whoa.
there's not a word spoken in this. It's all donkeys walking around outside of like a space observatory. And so it's just B-roll of donkeys and space equipment.
What the heck? Is there like
It's
words on screen or anything?
no, no. It's just music and B-roll.
That's crazy.
It makes me
It,
so mad. It makes me so mad that I spent any time watching this. Like, it, if you can, I believe this is another one that's on YouTube. Watch it just to like make yourself angry or go to sleep or whatever you want to do. It's insane. Like, it's literally insane. I kept waiting for it to start, and I'm like, this is going to end with nothing. It's just going to be B-roll, and it was.
wow. What? Interesting. And now it's wow. I guess it's kind of beautiful because it goes to show you anyone can make art, and that's
See, this
beautiful.
is the see now you're pissing me off. Somebody's making that excuse, and this is in there. I'm gonna go
This
film
is how
something
we got
some.
here.
It's on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm gonna start posting stuff. God, that one. It's literally just donkeys walking around. The picture of the cover art looks really cool because it's like kind of like stars reflecting in the donkey's eyes, and you're like, oh, it kind of like. Do you remember like The Witch, but it's spelled with like two V's? That horror
Uh-huh.
movie, and the face is kind of like the goat or the ram,
Yes.
whatever. It's creepy. It kind of looked like that, so I was like, oh, maybe this is gonna be like kind of spooky, fun
A
little
little
thing.
spooky.
And it's like literally somebody went on to like Getty Images and just saved a bunch of B-roll and made a film out of it.
Whoa. It's like if you've seen the cover, you got the gist of the movie. You're good.
Yeah, you know it. You know everything that you're gonna, everything you know now, you'll know at the end of the movie too. You're not gonna gain anything.
Wow. Wait, what's the lead
The
for this?
which yeah, look at me just talking shit on this one and not even talking about the good ones. The I agree with the leader. It's minus 150. It's all the empty rooms. It's a guy
Okay.
from like one of the news stations, and he did this behind his boss's back, but he told him about it, and they ended up letting him like do it and run the story. But he he would cover all the like school shootings every year, and he's like, it was my job to twist it and make it into something good, and like try to be like, oh,
Wow.
well, how can you do that with?
Yeah.
I'm saying all these words are gonna get me flagged on YouTube. So sorry everybody. School things that happen. But he's supposed to, like the end of the news, you're supposed to make it not too super depressive for people. But he's like, I'm done with doing that. So he got in contact with everybody that had lost kids. Not everybody, but he got in contact with certain people that lost kids. And his buddy's a professional photographer, and he'd go to their house, interview the parents, and the
Oh,
photographer would go into their rooms that were left just as they were the day they went to school before they
wow.
never came back and took photos. Dude, I'm like literally got goosebumps talking about it.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so it's like their outfit for the next day is still out. And I mean, it's just like it's heartbreaking, man.
yeah. Oh my gosh. It's like such a beautiful and like very tender look at something that's, it's like so
Yeah.
prevalent and horrible. And it's like taking a look behind, like outside of the violence, here's the loss,
Yep.
which I mean, we need to, as horrible as it is, we need to look at it, especially,
Yeah.
in the US, it's like this is a problem we need to solve here. So,
Mhm.
wow, that's beautiful.
It was very much so. You have the parents crying on TV, and like obviously that's horrible, and obviously that's gonna touch you. But this was like you're in their home with them, and they're being like super open and vulnerable. They're not just trying to get out what they can in 30 seconds to say what they need to
Yeah.
address to the world. So you like really get to sit with them, and then you get to like really see the rooms, and you see their pictures, and it's like, man, that's sad. She was so little. But then like you see her room, and you see like her stuffed animals and her ponytails and stuff, and it's just like, dude, your heart just swells, man. I mean, that is one that I think everything's sad this year. That one I cried the most at. I mean, that one is just that was hard to get through.
Sure.
Because I think they do
Wow.
the like one of the girls from Uvedale, or I I don't exactly know how to pronounce
Ubaldi.
it. Yes, yeah. I think they have one of
Yes.
them from there, and it's like you're hearing these where these events happen, and you're like, I remember hearing about that. I remember hearing about that, and then you
Yeah.
like you get that deeper look into it, where you're just like, wow, man. I remember seeing that on the news, and now I'm like seeing years later that like there's still holes left there that aren't ever going to get
Wow.
filled.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm glad he made it. Like, horrified that it
Yeah,
is content that can be made, but that's very beautiful that he did that. Wow.
yeah,
Okay. Rooting for them.
absolutely, absolutely. And then he like had the pictures made into books that he sent to the families too. I
Oh,
thought that was really nice. It wasn't
yeah.
just trying to like take advantage of families. You could tell it was more than that.
Yeah. Wow.
And then The Devil is Busy is at plus 700. It's the fourth most likely to win. I watched it. It's it's topical, but it's very boring. It, it's
Mm.
it's a work day. You're just following a lady at a basically an abortion clinic. And you're just following her what her work day is from the moment she gets there to lock the doors at night. So it's like it's covering important stuff, and whatever side of the spectrum you're on, like it tackles multiple subjects and topics throughout it related to the topic of abortion. But at when you're watching it, it is just like you're shadowing for a day. Like it's not a very interesting thing.
Yeah.
You're there, you're listening to this lady talk to you. The lady's very likable, but I can't, especially over we just talked about all the empty rooms. I can't see this falling around a work day even coming close to that.
Yeah. I'm thinking about how, like, both two very, like, emotionally charged topics,
Yes.
pressing issues, but one is giving you this insider personal look. And it sounds
Mhm.
like this other one is you're still kind of distant from it. And so, like, I think that takes a certain amount of, like, an artistic view to figure out how to dive in deeper versus just tell you about a subject.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That was that was perfect. That was perfect. Yeah, you nailed it. Uh, let's talk about the documentaries here real quick. We have the Alabama Solution, Come See Me in the Good Light, Cutting Through Rocks, Mr. Nobody Against Putin, and The Perfect Neighbor. This is actually a really interesting category, and what I love so much about this category is that you remember back in school, you would watch documentaries of just some old crusty white dude in like a
Yeah.
goofy hat and a beard talking like this about what happened back in the old days, and you're like, dude,
Yes.
documentaries are not like that anymore. Like
Yeah.
these are
Yeah.
as good as films. Sometimes I think they could even be better. um I actually watched, let me pull the graphic back up here. I watched The Perfect Neighbor. Catherine watches the movies with me, kind of.
Yeah.
Mostly because, we share the TV. So if it's on, she's going to watch it too. But she's not always the most thrilled about it. She wanted to see The Perfect Neighbor. That was
Okay.
her thing. She had heard about it. Um, what was it? On Facebook or something like that. So she saw that one. I saw the other three. I didn't see Cutting Through Rocks. That was another one that wasn't available, I believe, in the United States. But I
Okay.
did see the Alabama Project, Come See Me in the Good Light, Mr. Nobody Against Putin. That one was really interesting because it's a teacher and over in Russia, and you're just kind of you're seeing what it is from like the start before they invade Ukraine, and it's so interesting because he's like his job is to film everything. He's one of the teachers there, and I guess he's like an art or media teacher, multimedia teacher,
Whoa.
and so he's been filming stuff for forever. So he's got, you know, it's you can really see the change because it's like if he just started filming like dirt when they're invading and stuff, you don't see how drastic it was before, but you're seeing how like Putin almost makes it very military where like in the mornings now they have to march, do like the Russian national anthem, and then like to start each class they have to like get taught basically like why is Russia doing this thing and why it's right and why you shouldn't be against
Whoa.
it. Like the indoctrination of the Russian youth is basically what you're seeing, and he flees the country at the end.
Okay.
But it's kind of an interesting watch.
Yeah.
But
Interesting. I have not been I'm not a huge documentary watcher, and I agree. I think, like, usually when I do watch one, I find it really interesting and, like, I wanna talk about it,
yeah,
but I just don't gravitate towards them. I wish I was. I think it's, I don't know. Watching stuff that's real is helpful sometimes.
yeah, absolutely.
But I did watch Come See Me in the Good Light
Yeah, take it away.
and wept for, it's like an hour and 40 minutes, and I like as soon as the like intro stops, which is like 2 minutes, and then as soon as
Mhm.
someone starts talking, I'm like just sobbing the whole time.
Now, did you know
But
that
it
poet
was
before you
beautiful.
started watching?
I don't think so. I need
Okay.
to look up to see if there is, because I went through a phase where I loved spoken word poetry,
Yeah.
especially in like undergrad. And I had watched at one point it flashes where it was saying uh Andrea was touring with Sarah Kay, and that Sarah is a poet that I love and like I've watched a lot of like live performances of,
Yeah.
but I don't know that I've seen Andrew do anything, and now I need to. I keep thinking about how they're called the rock star of live poetry or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, that is so cool.
I had to look it up because it ends without you knowing what happens to her. And so I had to look it up, and unfortunately, she isn't here, which I think if she was here, that would be an awesome moment to see. I feel like she would have to be on stage for
I
that.
agree. And there was something else that I was still like the documentary had ended, and then I was still crying, and then I was looking at the same thing. And I
Yeah.
remember they had said, like, I just wish I could make it to 50, or I think it would be so cool to make it to 50. And then you look at the death date and it's like a month before they turned 50. I was like,
Yeah.
God.
I know.
So then a new wave of crying.
Yeah, I saw that too. 49. that was that was definitely a very emotional one. Also, I
Yeah.
thought your review of it on Letterboxd thought was beautifully written. Um, and then Alabama Solution. Did you get a chance to see that one?
No, I haven't seen it.
That one's my favorite personally, and it's the second least likely to win. It's at plus 1400. It's about basically people are doing like the correction officers are just doing what they want down in Alabama. Like they beat this guy up so bad he went to the hospital, ends up passing away in the hospital, and so they interview everybody. The dude that was his cellmate, the mom wants to talk to him. He's like, "Look, I get out in like 3 months. I'll talk to you as soon as I get out. But right now, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want any issues." I'm not kidding, Mary. This dude magically dies right before he's supposed to be released.
Whoa.
And it's showing like
Interesting.
all these guys that they're saying like these are the guys that are like hitting us and you know unaliving some of the people in the jails. Like they make reports and nothing happens about it, and that these guys just keep getting promoted.
Whoa.
It's
So that's
so
what it's trying to
infuriating.
expose, the like corruption inside of the prison.
Yes,
Wow.
and it shows they're like nobody's getting paroled down there. They're showing like that more people are like died in the prisons than are being let out right now. And they're saying like a big part of that is there's a lot of these guys on work programs that will like trim the mayor's bushes and do all this free labor for them. So they're saying like this is just a
Whoa.
different shade of indentured servitude or whatever you want to call it. They're like not letting
Sure.
anybody out, but yeah, you can go do this. And they keep
Interesting.
electing the same old crusty white lady that's just so unlikable. And it's just so interesting to hear them talk about stuff. And she's like, oh well, they went on this huge hunger strike, and basically nobody cared. Everybody's just like, oh, shut up. They're showing that all of these prisons are flooded and whatnot, and they're capturing all this on like their hidden cell phone cameras. So like a lot of it is through
What?
cell phone recordings, and then like they'll FaceTime the lady that's making the documentary. So a lot of it follows a lady whose son was killed, and then these two guys that like arrange they like are in communications with the other prisons or whatnot in Alabama. That's how they
What?
conducted the hunger strike, and just all fall off. And it's like nothing changed, man. It's one of those that it's worth watching. It's crazy. It'll
Very
blow your
cool.
mind
Okay,
because it feels
that's
like that's
awesome.
something that would happen in like Tijuana. Like this seems like some or like Colombia that's like ran by drug lords. It doesn't feel like something that would happen in America, but I mean, when you
Yeah.
see it like that, you're just like, I can't believe we have these situations
Wow.
here.
Like that level of corruption that is just completely apparently legal and that now
Right.
is on film. So
Right.
hopefully change comes of it being brought to light through
I
this.
hope. I hope. I think that is still going to be my pick just because of how much it
Very cool.
impacted me. I was like, man. But right now, The Perfect Neighbor, the one that Catherine wanted to watch, is the favorite at minus 240. And
Okay.
it's
And
it's
what's that one about?
it's like it's about a Karen basically. Some it's just some white lady in a neighborhood, and the kids are they're just playing. Like they're never well, they're just playing, and kids are loud, whatever. So she just keeps calling the
Yeah.
cops on them like nonstop, and they come out there and they're just like, all right, well, they're kids, they're playing. Well, they're not supposed to be playing over there. Well, they said, this dude said they can play there, so they can play there basically. And so she will yell at them, curse at them, call them the N word, do
Wow.
all this type of stuff, and then they get mad and they'll either flip her the finger or something, leave a toy in her yard or something. Then she gets pissed off. I close your ears if you don't want any spoilers. I'll give you guys a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. But she shoots and kills one of the moms when they come over to confront her because she like threw a skate at a kid, and when he dodged it, he dropped his iPad or whatever, and so she took his iPad, and he's like, "Mom, she like stole my stuff." So she goes over there and confronts her. She's like starts banging on the door, and she just lets it rip. Just shoots this lady through the door
Wow.
and kills her. And it's this whole film is on body cam footage. Basically, it's all like shot through the cops' body cams. So you see them like you see the kids learning that their mom's dead because they like call the dad. They're like, "Hey, you need to come here and like get your kids." And he comes and he's like, "Guys, like she's not coming back." And the kids just start breaking down. He hugs them. I'm like talking about crying, man.
Yeah. Wow.
And I don't think she goes to jail. I think at the end of it, she says, "Oh, she was banging on my door and scared me." And so I was just defending
Wow.
myself because I think this happened in Florida, so they have the stand your ground law. But they're like,
Right.
dude, she calls the cops throughout this show like 15 times. Like she calls them
Wow.
multiple times a week. 15 is probably not
That
enough,
is
but
crazy.
yeah, yeah. And she just makes stuff up to try to get the kids in trouble. It's once again, it's on Netflix. It's a free watch. I really recommend it. I recommend Perfect Neighbor. I think that's a priority watch. Mr. Nobody Against Putin. It's good, but I wouldn't say it's a priority watch. It's more of a
Yeah.
second screen watch. Come See Me in the Good Light. I liked it, but I don't think it's as urgent as Perfect Neighbor and Alabama Solution, in my opinion.
I agree. I like that. I think Come See Me in the Good Light is very, I don't know, it's like almost good life philosophy of I think it's
Yes.
good for all of us to think about death. And but I agree there's like a like this is a problem right now type of thing of
Yeah.
like what's going on in society, the kind of call to action.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. Crazy. That's so interesting.
Yeah. I highly recommend them. We're on to casting. Thank God. I got something to say about this, but we have casting
Here we go.
Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. This is the first year that they have had this category.
Oh, okay.
Mary, how come the movie that has one guy playing two characters is that movie's the number one
Is it
choice?
the oh hell yeah.
Minus 400. You couldn't find two people? You had to clone this man, and that's best casting. You had to have him twice? Michael B.
Here
Jordan's
we
so
go.
nice, you have him twice? That's ridiculous.
Here we go. Okay, what if you cast so good your cast can play two characters? Like you're built different at that point. It's like your
Come on.
casting is so beyond that they're two guys. Your one guy's two guys. That's pretty good casting.
I was like, it's Sinners, so you're gonna be for him, but man, that has me burnt,
Yeah.
man. That has me burnt up.
That's so funny.
Literally, the first year you have this category, you have this man doing double parts.
He's doing double duty. But I will say there are also a lot of other cast members.
That's true.
So I'll
That's
I'll
fair.
say this casting director or whoever wins the award, they were still working hard
Agreed.
casting people.
Agreed. I agree with that, especially because like so one battle after another is second at plus 300. That's my pick because you have somebody that is in what's it called? The best leading actor. You have two in best supporting actor, and you have a best supporting actress. So that's my thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've got four nominations of your cast members. That's the difference for me here. But once again, you're using Sean Penn, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Benicio del Toro. You're not using Delray Lindo. You're not using Wound Me.
Yeah.
Like Sinners did do more heavy lifting. They weren't just relying on established people. So I will give them points there because I feel like even Marty Supreme, you're using a bunch of big names there. Hamnet,
Yep.
the problem with Hamnet is you got two carrying. You've got two characters carrying that whole movie.
Yeah. And the kids. I think there's something to say for casting kids. They did a pretty good job.
It's hard. I don't think the kids had a big enough part. Is my
That's
problem.
true.
Like I'm like it's just two of them on screen almost the whole time. Secret Agent plus 2,500. I think we can kind of toss that one aside. We'll get back to them later. But yeah, Sinners one battle after another. You might be switching me a little bit. I think Sinners did the most legwork probably.
I mean, they have because you've got Michael B. Jordan carrying. And
Yes.
then like each of his characters have like separate relationships with like kind of like a smaller cast. They have like
Yeah.
romantic relationships and friendships. And then you've got like the whole town and the vampires. You had a lot of people that it's like you knew who they were and they had stuff going on and you were interested in what was happening with them. It's a pretty strong cast, I'd say.
Yeah.
They, a lot of interesting people in there. I think I'm pro that, obviously. One bit after another. It also had good characters. I think Sinner stands out though. I think this is absolutely winning.
Dude, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if they do win though. That the first year of casting is with Michael B. Jordan times two. That like just the fact that it's for that award is
That'd be funny.
hilarious.
I wonder if that will then like studios who are trying to make these like Oscar movies, if that's something they'll try to do that. Like if this almost becomes like a staple of the category of like, well, can you cast someone who plays multiple characters?
Yeah, yeah.
Try
The
that.
Diaz House 5 coming at you soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do Titanic 2 with Leonardo DiCaprio also playing
He's
Rose.
in both. That'd be so-
Pay
I
me like
like
one
what
of
you
your
brought up
French
though
girls.
too. Yeah, and it's himself. It's
Yeah.
just him doing a bunch of this. But I like the note of like not all like previously award winning or just like Hollywood heavy hitters. I think that's an important distinction that I don't know will actually become like I'm curious if Hollywood will think the same. You know, the Academy who's voting on this, if they also are appreciating like, oh, it's not just big names playing everyone,
I
or if they want the big names playing everyone. I don't
the
know.
more I think about it, the more I think that is gonna be a big factor. Because
Okay.
like otherwise, like what next year? You remember like back when they'd make those movies like Valentine's Day, it'd be every big name
Yes.
actor, just be like
Yes.
17 storylines. That one would win
Yes.
every year, and they're never good. Like those movies are never
No,
good.
no. It's just everyone you've ever heard of with 5 seconds of screen time.
Yes, yes. Let's do sound next. It's kind of a weird category, but we got sound. Number one, Brad Pitt in F1. Then we've got Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and another one of the international films. International films actually well represented this year in Surat. I don't like. Once again, I said I don't see sound listed here for like any of um those odds or categories, but last time I checked,
Interesting.
F1 was a pretty heavy favorite. And I think I'm gonna agree with it and go F1. And here's the like here's my reasoning behind that. We had another like racing type film not too long ago that Ford versus Ferrari won for sound.
Okay.
And it's how does sound like how important is sound in your film? And I think a lot of those, like, there's not dialogue during the racing films. It's the revving of the engines, it's the squealing of the brakes, it's smashing into walls. This is me trying really hard to give F1 anything. But I do think sound is a big part of that one. Let me see the other ones again here real quick. Frankenstein, I sound doesn't stand out for me for Frankenstein. One Battle After
Yeah.
Another, maybe. Sinners, maybe. Surat almost is kind of like a sleeper. That was like a music festival, end of the world in the desert type thing. So it's very music heavy, which I
Okay.
think it leans that way a little bit too. It's like music and technical, I think is what the Academy looks for a lot. And so I'm leaning F1 here.
Wow. Whoa. I have to sit with that for a second. I
Take your time. Take your time.
I'm being convinced very unwillingly that I'm like, I guess like of any of these movies, if I'm trying to think about sounds that were made that aren't music, I guess F1 is the one I can think of sounds because it's just the cars going ring.
Meow. This is an award-winning movie.
And then them going, Brad Pitt, do not blow up your car. And then he's like, I'm gonna blow up my car.
Activate explosion mode. It sets the criteria for best
Whoa.
sound is how sound enhances storytelling, emotional impact, and technical innovation. Do with that what you may. It was previously
I'm
listed as
kind
a
of
minus
upset right now.
1,000 favorite.
Wow. Here's the thing, and this I don't think is part of this category. I really the only reason I watched F1 when it came out is because of the soundtrack, because it's
Okay.
composed by Hans Zimmer, who I love.
Oh, is it
But I
really?
don't think that's part of this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So I'm like, um, all right. I don't have any arguments against it. I had put, I'm kind of defeated right now.
Oh no. You didn't think you were gonna pick any F1 today, did you?
Yeah, I'm really kind of upset.
Oh, if this makes you feel any better, last year's winner was Dune Part 2 for Best Sound.
Also composed by Hans Zimmer. Maybe.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Zone of Interest in 2023.
Okay.
Top Gun Maverick, which once again, that's the roaring of jet
Planes.
engines, planes, 2022. Dune 2021. And Sound of Metal
Shut up.
2020. And then I believe the guy that was in Top Gun Maverick, one of the sound designers, is the head sound designer for F1.
Wow. The Academy loved the loud engine. And like, and what are giant worms if not loud engines?
Girl, say it.
Preach it.
What is happening? Oh, I love that. Okay. All right, we got
All
sound down. Let's sound and VFX.
Begrudgingly.
I have both those next to each other, and these are the two worst ones. VFX, we've got Avatar, Fire and Ash. We've got F1, Jurassic World, Rebirth, The Lost Bus, and Sinners. So obviously one of these things is not like the others.
Is it Lost Bus?
Well, that one too. The Lost Bus is their only nomination, but Sinners is in definitely a different category than the rest of these films.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sinners is actually third favorite at plus 1,200. Number one, would you like to take a guess?
I'm not gonna be happy either way. It's either Avatar or F1.
Those are number 1 and 2. Avatar is number 1, minus 2,500. F1 plus 1,000.
Yeah.
I get why Jurassic World Rebirth's the last at plus 3,500 because they literally made a penis come to life and made it a dinosaur. Was that thing not disgusting? Like, what was that? the D-Rex with its floppy head, bro. Like, stupid ass looking dinosaur.
Me when they
Just me when I ...
Wow. Here's the thing. I haven't seen Avatar Fire and Ash, so maybe the visual effects are incredible. So I don't know. I just feel like the two movies, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
But we've kind of seen it, you know?
Agreed. At that big of a favorite, I have to pick it because it's like like probably 89% chance to win there. It's got to be high. Minus 2,500. It feels like just about a lock, but I mean, what else? It's VFX. That's what that whole movie is. It's basically just visual effects. The rest of it's garbage.
You're right. But if we're giving it to them for best visual effects, and it's all visual effects, I don't think they can be winning costume. I don't think they should be nominated for costume.
Dude, that's
Guys, are you
so
making
good.
costumes or are they visual effects?
That's so good. You have to pick one. We don't make the rules. You have to pick one.
So that's my line in the sand.
Those bastards, bro. They got away with one this year. It won't happen again. Best
they
live.
Can't keep getting away with this.
Yes. Best live action shorts this year. We have Butcher's Stain, A Friend of Dorothy, Jane Austen's period drama, The Singers, and Two People Exchanging Saliva. Butcher's Stain and A Friend of Dorothy were not available in the U.S. at the time of filming. At least I believe so. I haven't checked today, but when I tried watching them earlier, they were not available. They are available on Disney Plus in the UK. A Friend of Dorothy is. Butcher's Stain, I'm not sure where that one's available. I just know I can't watch it.
Okay.
Jane Austen's period drama. No?
No. I'm curious about Jane Austen, so that sounds fun.
I had Catherine watch that one because I thought she would like it. It is it.
Yeah.
That's the funny one. That is
Oh,
a funny one.
cute.
It's like that one and the retirement plan. Both those shorts feel different than like all the rest of the depressing stuff this year. So I would
Yeah.
watch that one. It's funny. It's least likely to win at plus 1400. It
Yeah.
probably doesn't. I won't ruin it for you, but it's that one's a really short watch. It's only like 7 to 9 minutes. So
Okay.
that one's almost, it feels more like an SNL skit than a
Oh,
short,
cute.
but in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah.
Butcher's staying in front of Dorothy, the next two. Once again, I haven't seen them. Singers and two people exchanging saliva have just been doing this, just flip flopping back and forth between which is the favorite.
Mm.
Yesterday it was Singers at plus 135, and two people exchanging saliva was 140. Now it's switched. Two people exchanging saliva is the favorite at plus 135. Singers is second at plus 140. Singers is available on Netflix. It's a bunch of people in a bar. It's like a singing contest. I just
Oh.
can't see that one winning. It's like a depressing bar. This one
Oh.
guy wants like a free drink. So he's like, all right, if you're the best singer in here, then I'll give you a free drink. And so then they all, like, he sings and somebody else sings, somebody else sings. That's the show.
Wow. Okay.
Beautifully
So just
shot.
some like karaoke.
Yeah, yeah. It's like karaoke in a smoky bar. Dude's playing piano. The lighting and everything, it just makes it feel very high end.
Okay.
It looks really nice. But I think I have to go with the two people exchanging saliva here. That's one of those. Oh, what's it called? They make one like every year. They're always in it. It's also available on YouTube. I need to look it up real quick because that's going to bother the crap out of me. But basically, people can't kiss in the future. The whole thing's in black and white. So it's very weirdly shot. You pay for things with slaps. So this lady goes to. It's so bizarre. Mary, you have to watch it.
Interesting.
So she, like, I guess this girl, her first day, gets this big client, and it's 30 slaps for this dress. So she puts on her special glove and then smacks her 30 times, and then that's how they pay. Makes the main lady mad, I guess. Well, those two end up forming a romantic connection, but like people, like I said, people can't kiss. So when they go to work every day, they have to pass this guy who smells their breath, and so they like chew garlic gum. And so they have breath checks, and so she goes and gets like a toothbrush and toothpaste from a drug dealer. Like she meets a dude underneath a bridge, and he hands her a bag. And I told Catherine, we were watching it together. She's like, "This is so weird." I'm like, "Watch it be a toothbrush," and it freaking was. And I died laughing. I
So
won't give
it's
away the
that
ending.
it's not that people aren't able to kiss. It's that it's illegal to kiss.
People come and get them. They take them out in boxes. And the lady who's like rich and is the one that gets slapped all the time, I believe it's her husband that like designs these boxes for people to be taken away in.
Oh my God. Is it a metaphor for something?
I can't figure it out. This was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I hate black and white. I don't want to pick it, but it was very well done. I have to give them props. The New Yorker. It's made by the New Yorker.
Oh,
And like I said, the Jane Austen one's
fascinating.
like 7 to 9 minutes long. Sinners doesn't feel like it's more than 10 minutes. This one, Mary, 36 minutes and 19 seconds.
Wow.
Best live action short, they cut that damn close. I don't know what the cutoff for that is. I would think 35 minutes
For
would be
short,
enough, but
yeah.
36 minutes and 19. I guess it's not a
Wow.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there is a limit.
So
That's
this is like, there's more story in this one than any of the other ones, but part of that's because it's like 3-4 times
It's
the runtime.
longer. Wow. What did Katie think of Jane Austen's period drama?
She liked it. She was laughing. She
Oh,
enjoyed
good.
that one. She enjoyed that one. She
Okay.
didn't watch Singers. I think she'd be kind of like, nah, whatever about that one. But you need to text me after you watch the two people exchanging saliva. It is so
Okay.
bizarre. And I'm the ending too. Just text me. I'll just leave
Okay.
it at that. I guess yeah. Let's do cinematography next. We're getting close to the end here. Cinematography. We have Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams again. And
Mm.
honestly, Train Dreams again here at plus 550. I think that's a sneaky one that could win. I mean, it is so beautifully shot. But right now, favorite minus 200. One Battle After Another. Second, Sinners at plus
Wow.
200.
It's neck and neck. They're battling it out.
They really are. I'm going to try to find
Ooh.
the criteria for cinematography.
Yeah.
Innovation and use of lighting, composition, camera movement, and how the visuals enhance the narrative, often favoring long takes or sweeping complex shots. Actually, you know what? I
Ooh.
took Sinners for this one. Yeah, I'm changing it to Sinners because I thought
I think Sinners
the
too.
lighting was very well. Like, especially as someone who makes content. I mean, you probably can't
Yeah.
tell right now. I kind of look like shit right now. But if I was making like an actual like a storyline type thing, like the
Yeah.
lighting is so hard, and the fact they did almost all of it in a barn in the old times at nighttime, and you can see
Yeah.
anything is a miracle. Like they did a really
Well,
really good job of illuminating.
you shouldn't downsell your lighting. I've been admiring your lighting this whole stream. You got a
Oh,
little
thank you.
some action lighting there in the back. It looks great.
I do what I can.
But I agree, as you were reading the definition, I'm going back and forth between One Battle and Sinners. And I'm like, what stands out when you're thinking about long shots is that shot in Sinners with it's like the dance scene
Oh yeah,
and that it's like the music's playing and it's like all of a sudden you're like, whoa, this is the thesis of the whole movie is you're watching this right here and it's like all
yeah,
comes together and it's that was like that's when I was like, oh my gosh, this is a good movie. Like I was entertained before and now I'm like, this is art.
yeah.
So I think Sinners for me too.
Double Sinners there. Sorry, One Battle After Another. I'm kind of going off the trail a
Sorry.
little bit there. Sorry about it.
Do better
Uh,
next time.
yeah, right. I mean, I liked how everything was orange. That was cool.
Yeah, that was nice. Creative.
Yeah. That's not for this category, though. Sorry, guys. Sinners and Train
Orange.
Dreams. Yeah, orange. What category is for orange?
Yeah. Maybe next year.
International feature. Uh, a lot heavier hitters than I feel like we've had in past. We got Secret Agent. It was just an accident. Sentimental value. Surat and the voice of Hind Rajab. Uh, man. So the
Mm.
favorite one here. Where is it? Feature international. Yeah, it's still sentimental value at minus 250. And I had to look that one up. I'm gonna pull it up here real quick again too, because I feel like we have to address this one. Best international feature film. Okay. So this was the criteria for it. It must have over 50% non-English dialogue, adhere to specific
Oh.
consecutive theatrical run requirements in their country of origin, and be submitted by authorized national organization. Sentimental value had to have skirted as close to that 50% line as possible.
Whoa, yeah.
It's like the first half they were speaking, it's supposed to be a Norwegian film. It felt very
Yeah.
much more, it felt British to me in the composition, but the second half of that film, it's almost all English.
Whoa.
It felt like to
That's
me.
so interesting. I didn't realize there was a language requirement.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. And it because like a film made in the UK could presumably be in all English
And not
and be
qualify.
international, but wouldn't qualify for this.
Yeah.
So it almost feels like now like international film isn't even an accurate descriptor
Right.
of what this category is.
That's actually
That's so
that's a good point.
interesting.
That's a good point.
Huh.
Like old America doesn't count.
Yeah. Yeah.
Us
It's also
fucking Americans. We're talking about international, not the British.
yeah, or like Canada, like something
Canada, yeah.
filmed in English in Canada. I'm trying to
Or
think of
Amelia Perez, you probably could have said, did they? Oh,
yeah.
there's no way they couldn't have. Were they international film last year? Because they're mostly English, I
I
thought.
think they were mostly English.
So that one wouldn't count.
I don't know, I tried to block it out.
Dude, the Academy sure did. Thank God.
Yeah. It's crazy when it gets referenced, like it still gets referenced. I'm like, oh my god,
Triggering.
that existed. I think it makes sense that either The Secret Agent or Sentimental Value wins this, just because they're both nominated for Best Picture,
Yeah.
right? Am
And
I remembering
I
right?
give it to Secret
So
Agent. They're the second at plus
you think so?
175. Because that one's like, I believe, if it's not, I think it's an all. I I don't want to be get it. I'm probably gonna get this wrong, but it's either all Spanish or Portuguese. I can't remember. I think this is a
Yeah.
Brazilian film, so it might be Portuguese.
Yes.
So Secret Agent, man, I I think that's the pick here because it feels international, and I know that's not like in the criteria, but it sentimental value just feels too close to home. Whereas Secret Agent
Mm.
really does feel like talking about like the struggles of going against the political leaders in Brazil or this other country. I'm pretty sure it's Brazil, but
It does take place in Brazil. Yeah.
it is Brazil. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. So Secret Agent. It's been a while since I saw that one. It's in all Spanish, I believe, and it was a good film. I liked it. Unfortunately, you said you watched the first half. That's the worst part. The second half is better.
Is it really? I have
Yeah,
been feeling, I was just watching it like 15 minutes before we hopped on. So, and I can feel it picking up.
yeah.
He's doing his interview with actually this might be a spoiler, so everyone drop off and then come back. But the scene, because it's like in the 70s.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, okay, locked in. And then they flash at one point to a smartphone on a desk, and I was like, what is going on?
Yes.
And then it's the people listening. And so that I'm like, and so now I'm trying to figure out what they're doing. And he's giving an interview right now at the part I'm at. And it's starting, I'm like, okay, I'm like, you're learning about him and he's mad at someone. I'm like, okay, now we have a villain. So it is picking up. I'm gonna finish it tonight. It is very intriguing.
Yeah.
So, okay, you're rooting for that. So it's the according to the odds, it's
Sen-
sentimental value and then secret agent.
yes. Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. I can see
Mm,
sentimental value winning. I'm just it it just doesn't feel fair as international, in my opinion. It didn't feel it just didn't
yeah.
give me that feeling.
And I'm curious if the voters are like what they are like, are they just saying like out of these five movies, which is the best, or which
Right.
captured,
Agreed.
the I
International essence.
internationalness, yeah. Or like what are they thinking? And I'm that's like a larger question of like, it's come out that a lot of times they don't even watch the movies and they're voting and stuff. So it's
Right.
like who knows what they're thinking when they're doing this, but
Right.
I am curious of what they have in mind when they're picking this stuff.
It was just an accident. I believe that's like more I think that's a Middle Eastern one. I remember watching it and the acting is so bad.
Mm.
And it's like you can't blame some of these international films, but yeah, the Secret Agent has some editing issues. Like you said, it'll flash back and like give you whiplash when it's
Yes.
bouncing around the story. It was just accident. It's like it has bad editing and it has bad acting, so it's like I just can't. The story is good. That's the problem. The story is good, but it feels like everything else about the movie is not.
Mm. Okay.
And voice of Henry Job. I I didn't see that one, but it was a big story on the news, so I kind of I know what happens, what it's about. It's pretty low. It's plus 2,800, pretty low down there, and then Surratt plus 5,000. I don't see Surratt winning either.
Okay.
Surratt just kind of feels like I don't know. You have to have a fifth one, right?
You do. You got it.
This one I had trouble with, and I think you're probably gonna have trouble with too. That's the original score. We're talking
All
about the
right.
original scores from Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Once again, I don't know why I'm not able to see the odds for some of these audio ones. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
DraftKings or what, because it was showing before. But I'm having a really hard time between Hamnet and Sinners. They're so different. I think Hamnet is so beautiful, and they were saying that like they were trying to figure out. It's trying to say figure out the end of the movie doesn't make sense because it's an adapted screenplay, but like how to portray the emotions maybe. But they're saying like when they were working through the ending of the movie that they would just play like the score and the soundtrack just like on a loop, and that's like they like
Whoa.
felt like the music is what like came through the characters, which I thought that was really cool. And I listened to that
Wow.
on repeat when I was writing this article. I love that score so much, but Sinners is fun.
Yeah.
Sinners is fun and swangy and just so different. And I'm like, what? I'm interested to see what your thoughts are because it's so hard to pick.
So the score you were listening to on repeat was Hamnet?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I'll have to go back and listen to it. I think, hmm, the Hamnet score didn't stick out to me in the moment, but also I probably couldn't hear it over how hard I was sobbing throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, that's a
And by
problem.
the end, I had, like, such a headache from how much I was, like, crying and trying to cry quietly. So, I'll have to go back and listen. I feel like Sinners, obviously, just the tie to music and how much
Mhm.
the movie is about it, and it just has, like it's such a cool, like, meditation on that. Loved. I actually rewatched Begonia recently, and it has a
Oh,
very interesting sound design, which now I'm thinking about it, maybe that's more sound. I guess it's part of the score. It has a really cool, like, repeated, I don't know if it's like a note or like motif of like when stuff's getting intense, it has this like da, da, like thing going
yeah.
on that I don't think I caught the first time. And then I was watching it recently and I knew that it was nominated for this and I was like, "Oh, like that makes sense." Like I can hear it now. I feel like
Yeah.
it's got some cool sound stuff going on. But I think philosophically I have to go with Sinners.
The Sinners.
And morally, yeah.
And that there's a good chance this one was taken off because some of the other ones, like for a while, you couldn't bet visual effects because it just got to the point where Avatar was such a heavy favorite. They're like, we're not going to even let people bet on this anymore. So it's possible
Um,
this one happened, and Sinners was the favorite at minus 3,500 when it was still up. So it's
okay.
possible they're like Sinners just took it away. Hamnet was at plus
Sinners
1,600.
wins. I'm gonna listen to it's like the last do you know what it's called? The
I
piece
just
that you
sent
were
it to
listening
you.
to? Okay.
It's called "On the Nature of Daylight." It's it's played throughout the film. I'm pretty sure it plays at the end too. Like
Okay.
when they're doing the final scene, and she's like reaching out to him. I think it's playing then too.
Okay. I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, yeah. I sent it to you so you wouldn't have to click around too much. I got you.
Thank you. Looking out for me.
You're welcome. And one of the cool things about Sinners, I just want to say before we move on, in case I forget it, they said that the guy that was like in charge of the sound design and music thought that old time like jazz and music might not have sounded like how we hear it. He said that we're limited to the recording devices that they had back then. So he like
Wow.
reimagined what he thought it would have sounded like back then. and Del Rey Lindo like practiced the he had the is it the accordion? What's that called?
Harmonica?
Harmonica. Yes, thank you. The harmonica thing. And they're just like, we want this to be perfect. So they got one of the top guys in the world that plays harmonica, and you hear him playing, but they hide him in the scene behind extras.
Cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, when they put that kind of like care into their sound, I feel like
Yeah,
they gotta win. Hopefully.
definitely. You mean original score, not sound, right? Because that's
Sorry,
F1.
exactly. Exactly. Of course. F1. Oh my God. Sorry. Oscar winning movie F1.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We got four more. We got both leading actor, actress, directing, and best picture. So we'll
Oh,
get
here we
into.
go.
I know the big one's leading actor. We have I instantly start blanking on names. We have and
Who
it's
are these
Timothy
people?
Chalamet. It's yeah, they're like some of the most well-known people in Hollywood. We got Timothy Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, and Wagner Moura from The Secret Agent actually made it on to the leading actor. He did a great
All
job. I
right.
was just a little surprised he made it on the leading actor. But right now, Marty Supreme was a huge favorite
Really?
for a long time. He's all the way down to just minus 120, and that is opposite
Oh,
Michael B. Jordan at plus 120. So Michael B. came back quite a bit. He was actually third behind Leonardo DiCaprio for a long time. DiCaprio slid to third, all the way at plus
wow.
1,100 now. Wagner Moura actually at fourth at plus 1,400. And Ethan Hawke with the worst performance of the worst movie I've ever seen in Blue Moon last at plus 2,000, and it's not enough. We were talking about
It is not.
10,000. This should be 100,000. It should be
It's not low enough.
150,000. I mean,
Do you think
horrible.
which is better, Blue Moon or The Brutalist?
Oh, Brutalist by infinite. I'd rather watch Brutalist 4 times than watch Blue Moon once.
Wow.
I swear to God.
I'm also like thinking about how like why is it people who are nominated for Best Actor are like in the most insufferable films of all time.
You're so right. At least the movie didn't win, right? At least Honora took that one home. Because
Thank God.
God. Hey, Mary, hold my gum here real quick.
That was so bad. Oh
That way
my
I can talk for
gosh.
10 minutes, man.
And like people
Master
are like,
Yap.
"Oh, you're done." And he's like, "No, I'm going to keep going."
Yeah.
And he's not even saying anything. He's just rambling. And it's like, "Shut up."
Let me quote the great fish from SpongeBob. Oh, brother, this guy
Oh.
stinks.
Oh, brother.
He's terrible. This is
Wow.
probably going to be hard for you because Leonardo, I would say, is probably out of the race now. Between
Okay.
Timothy and Michael B. Jordan, that's your Dune boy versus your
Look,
Sinners movie. This is a tough one.
but hear me out. I think I think Timothy Chalamet should win his first Oscar for Dune 3.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You're wilding. You're wilding.
Well, first of all, I think he should have won it for Dune 2. But since that ship has sailed, I think he should win it for Dune 3.
I don't think he was nominated for Dune 2, right? He was nominated for his because like there's an argument he should have been. I think he was nominated for it in
Oh
that
yeah, he
musical
was
biopic he
in.
did.
You're right.
Dylan, was it?
Yes, because he was up, but it wasn't for Dune. Yeah. Wow.
And you were
Okay,
pissed about
well,
that last year.
and I was pissed.
You were.
And and he wasn't nominated because he was meant to be nominated for
Oh,
Do
here she goes.
Messiah and win.
See, now you're yapping. We were just talking about it before.
So I would actually love to see Michael B. Jordan win for Sinners. I think he's pulling double duty. It's an
Yeah.
incredible movie. I think he did a great job in both roles. It's fascinating to see how different, like, what it means to characterize someone, and
Mhm.
then to see, like, he's making character choices next to himself. He did a great job.
Timothy Chalamet was so unlikable in Marty Supreme, though. Like, he did such a good job of coming off as a prick, didn't he?
Being unlikable. Damn. I know that he's been, like, in recent interviews making a lot of people mad. So
Yeah, I did see that. Actually, you're right.
I'm like, bro, calm down.
Yo, when did they vote? When did they vote? I
I know.
needs to know that.
I think that they're already done, but
Please.
I don't actually know that because I'm like, Timmy, you're treading in dangerous waters, brother.
Yeah, he is, man. He is. I think I'm gonna go Timmy here, but it probably is Michael B. Right, pulling double duty. But like people pull
If
double
there's
duty
any
in the
justice
past,
in
but
the world,
nobody's done it this good.
yeah. Has anyone? Well, I'm wondering who's been nominated. Who's done? Trying to think of like the most
Probably
recent movie.
probably Adam Sandler and Jack and Jill.
Yep.
The
Yep.
classic.
Notable Academy nominated. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Oh. You know what? Either way, you win. Either way, you win for this one.
Hey, as long as honestly, I'd be disappointed if Leonardo DiCaprio won. Ethan
Yeah.
Hawke, you'd be sad. I would be laughing.
Not a chance. There's not. We're not filming next year if Ethan Hawke wins. The show ends here.
This is over. Wagner Mora, I'm curious to see how he goes in the second half of The Secret Agent because right now he hasn't given a lot, but maybe in part two he does.
The story gets better, I think, but I'm kind of still surprised to see he's nominated.
Yeah,
I don't think he did a thing.
I
That
guess you need a fifth guy, you know.
yeah, I guess so. And Ethan Hawke was already busy.
They already had him listed once.
This is one that the odds aren't very close, but I think this should be very close, and I'm very interested to see what you think. I know what you think of the film. I don't know what you think of the performance, but we're talking about the best leading actress here. We have Jessie Buckley, who phenomenal. Rose Byrne,
Incredible.
and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. I thought did unbelievable, phenomenal. Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue, Emma Stone in Begonia, and Renat. Oh, I'm so bad at these foreign names.
The Norwegian.
Rensvi? What is it?
I'm not sure.
Renat, Reinsve. Rensvi?
I'm sure there's
So-
some like Norwegian pronunciation that it's like
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm
it
not even
sounds something
close.
totally different.
Yeah, 100%. The most interesting thing about this is 3, 4, and 5 are all tied for last. They're all tied at plus 2,500.
Wow.
So we're not. They said no chance. Emma Stone, no chance. Emma Stone is my fade. I do not think she wins this year. And I was very high on her for Poor Things. So this is not an Emma Stone hate group here. Kate Hudson. Song Sung Blue, nobody's going to really remember that performance or that movie. Sorry, no hate, but just being honest. Hey, this feels like a 2-horse race, and I'm shocked. Jessie Buckley has like that 97% chance, minus 3,500 to win for her role in Hamnet, whereas Rose Byrne at plus 1,200. Both of them are just moms who need a freaking break, dude.
Yep, moms who need a break.
Shout out the moms. Shout out
Shout
all the
out to
moms
moms,
out there.
for real. Wow.
I saw you. That
I
movie stressed you as much as it stressed me out. I was just waiting for if I had legs, I'd kick you to be over because my chest was
yes,
so tight.
yes, I completely agree. I'm like, I love horror. I love getting scared, and I've never felt so anxious. I actually
Yes.
have a lot of like when I'm having a bad dream or a stress dream, it's almost always that theme of like I need help and no one will help me.
Hmm.
And watching this, I'm like, I feel like I'm like trapped in my head right now of like this is the thing I hate the most, like I'm most scared of like needing help and can't getting help, and I'm like this, it was scary.
It was so relatable, right? You're just like
Yeah,
all of us have been there. You're just like, God, and you feel bad for her, and she just keeps making mistake after mistake, making it worse for herself. But it's like it's a cycle. It's like everything
yeah,
keeps feeding on itself, feeding on each other, and man, it's like I thought Jessie Buckley had an incredible performance. I thought she was great. Like I said, I forgot who she was from the one movie I liked. I'm thinking about ending things. I'm not gonna forget her now. Like that's one that
yeah,
like I'll remember her name. Like, oh, that's Jessie Buckley. Um, Rose Byrne's been in a ton. She's been in so much. She's great too.
yeah,
But I felt like this one should be closer because they both were dealing with like heavy stuff, heavy on the heart. I don't feel that. I mean, like, can you explain why you think Buckley's such a heavy favorite over Byrne when like they're both kind of moms that are dealing with stress and sadness?
yeah. Moms who are going through it. I
Yeah,
think part of it is probably just the familiarity of like Hamnet is a bigger movie than If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
yeah,
I think, let's see, I'm trying to think about If I Had Legs. Of something that is in Hamnet is I think there's more range of emotion with Jessie Buckley's character
that's
of
fair.
like you have some joy, you have happy moments, you have her falling in love, and then like distraught with her kids, taking care of her kids, being mad at people, grieving, forgiveness. Like you get a lot. Whereas with Rose, and I think my own emotion is certainly clouding of like remembering the movie, but I feel like she's
Fair.
mostly just distraught,
She is.
and like I think the range is a lot smaller and she's doing it well, but it's like a smaller range than what
Good
Jesse's
point.
playing.
Good point.
And yeah, I think for all of the things that we've said of like Hamnet is simple in like costume, like simple but well done
Yeah,
in costume and production design, where it's not simple is Jessie. Like she's taking us through. It's like that's where the like beauty and the like the kind of symphony is playing in her
yeah,
performance.
I would agree. Yeah. Okay. You turned me. I mean, it was going to be Jesse Buckley. I agreed, but I think I understand it now more why those odds are so wide. Man, that's yeah. She did a good job. That when her and oh what's Shakespeare, right?
Paul Mescal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Paul Mescal. When like after the son has died and he's leaving again, that fight in the kitchen, that felt real, man. Like that felt like real emotion and like I don't know. There was something about when I watched that scene, I was just like almost made you want to look away. You're just like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this feels like you're looking at somebody's window and like they're going like
Yeah.
she
This is
is like
private.
yeah, she's like just gone off the end. But like not saying anything bad about her. Just saying like she's reached her points
Yeah.
end. Like you lost a kid, he's leaving again. You're just like your emotions are just too high right now. You're bound to explode.
Yes. Wow. No, wow, what a movie. And like the end scene where I don't think she's even saying anything. You're just watching her react to the
Mhm.
play and just like seeing you can just see what she's feeling in it. It's like gorgeous. You know, if you can see through the tears.
Right, right, right. And you're feeling it through that original score. I'm just gonna throw that back out there.
Shout out the original
Shout,
score.
shout out. Let's head to directing. It's usually pretty well tied into best film, but we'll see if we have any splits here. That is for Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. That is Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Ryan Coogler for Sinners, Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, and Joaquin Trier for Sentimental Value. Just off bat, I feel like we can mark off the bottom two, right? Sentimental Value and Marty Supreme.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Paul Thomas Anderson's the
Oh,
favorite at minus 2,500 for One Battle
mm,
After Another. I feel like it's
yeah,
not going to be Zhao, which once again, like you said, they did the best they could with minimalism,
yeah.
and that is a craft in its own. But it's going to be really hard to beat. I think just such a big film that does so much as One Battle After Another, and such a polished film as Sinners.
I agree. I know. I'd love for it to win, but I think if I'm picking, I would be picking Sinners. I do think One Battle After Another is feels likely, even though Sinners was better. But
Hey, you
they
were
weren't
right
asking me.
last year. You were right last year. I was all on the Brutalist, and you said you were more on a Norin. You were right.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I was on Dune too, but after that,
Excuse me. Yeah, you're right.
well, lest we forget. Yeah, and I would love. I know it's like very rare, or I don't know if it's happened before that a female director has won, and so
Very rare. Yeah.
would love to root for her for that.
Mhm.
But I think I'm going Sinners with the acknowledgement that it's probably one battle after another. What are you thinking?
I think like I think it's gonna be One Battle After Another, just because it does so much. The movie does so much, and it's. I think that was maybe the issue with the Brutalist last year, which we said it was total Oscar bait. We called that from the very
Yeah.
beginning, but and it was. I feel like One Battle After Another was long, and this
Yes.
Brutalist felt long, but there's so much that happens in this one. Like, there's so many more storylines, whereas the other one, you're just kind of like going through the like main character of the Brutalist's like entire life, like he's in this stage and this stage, because they're going through basically the building of that building, right? So this one you have like gunfights, you have the daughter that's in the middle of a paternity test, like the most twisted episode of Maury that you've ever seen. Um, it just feels like so much happened there that I think that the Academy would give it to him, but I don't hate the Kugler pick because it feels so polished. Whereas like One Battle
Yeah.
After Another feels, I don't know, like it had a ton of money, it did a lot, but it doesn't feel as cohesive. Maybe.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if it's a style thing because I think a lot of people love Paul Thomas Anderson. Like he's beloved. And I don't know. Yeah, just the style. I was like,
We all
it's
have.
okay.
I think it's the who did the Grand Budapest Hotel? Was that Wes Anderson?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I can't stand Wes Anderson.
It's like his movies are okay. I haven't ever watched one and been like, this is my favorite movie. I'm just like, oh, that was interesting. It's distinct,
Yeah,
but yeah, it doesn't sing to me like I think it does for some people.
agreed. Agreed. I know I'm gonna need to see more films that he's directed to see if it is just a style
Yeah.
thing. I'm gonna have to look that up when we're done here.
I think, yeah, I just like I see a lot of reviews and they're like, oh my gosh, he does it again. Like this guy does not miss. And I'm like, okay, so like you guys are seeing something with him. I'm
Right.
not.
It's good.
All right.
It's good. I'll give him that.
It's better than The Brutalist.
Oh, infinitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly, I haven't watched it since we talked about it last year.
What? I tragically ended up buying it last year because like renting was like
Oh,
$14 and buying it was 16 or something. I was like, it's Oscar
I do that.
nominated. It's got to be at least okay. And now I'm like, I am so upset I own this movie.
If Amazon retracts the rights and I can't stream it
Yeah,
anymore, whatever.
that'll be a gift.
Yeah. Let's talk about Best Picture. We got 8
All right.
nominees, I believe, or 10. Sorry, we've got Begonia, F1, F1 nominated for Best Picture. Everybody, the racing movie
Moment of
F1.
silence
Moment of
for the
Best Picture
taste.
nominees. Yeah.
God.
We've got Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. There's a couple that don't feel like they fit.
It's crazy how much F1 was nominated. In my head, I was shocked it was nominated at all for anything. And having talked through this with you,
Damn.
I'm like, it was nominated for so much. I got convinced on sound. They should have gotten like one thing. Like Avatar I guess they had two, but it's like, okay, you get one, maybe
Costume.
two in categories that people don't look at. But that picture, you're
Get him.
kidding me.
Get him.
Are they last?
They are last.
Okay. At
But
least
they're
there's some
tied.
justice in the world. For what? With who?
The Secret Agent.
No, that is just offensive
They're
to the
both
secret
plus
agent.
20,000.
Come
Gulp. Then
Okay.
Begonia, Frankenstein, and Train Dreams are the next 3. They're all at plus 10,000. Sentimental Value at plus 6,500. Marty Supreme at 4,000. Hamnet is at 2,000. Sinners at plus 330. And One Battle After Another minus 500.
Wow. So it's a pretty big stretch between One Battle and Sinners.
Mhm.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
I know. It's like, dang, I think
But Brutalist
it
had a
feels like
pretty
it's gonna
big
win.
they had a pretty big lead on Honora, I believe, all the way up to like the night before
Really?
it started switching. So there's
Oh.
a chance. Because I thought
Did it
Brutalist at one point was like massive favorites. And then it really shrunk towards the end.
upsetting? Did
People were
it
watching it before the Oscars. Like, this movie sucks.
wait a minute. Yeah. So did it switch to Honora before the Oscars started
I
last
think
year?
that it was still the favorite, but it was a short favorite.
Wow. Okay. How accurate are the odds usually? Like how
The
close do they get?
craziest thing, this is the hardest part about it, is that like for me writing that article, it came out I think last week to now, the odds have shifted a ton. And so it's like from or give it another week from now to Oscars night, you get a week and a day. That might shift a whole bunch. So right now, I wouldn't put too much stock into it, but I'd put enough stock
Okay.
into it that that's what the professional handicappers are thinking.
Wow. Interesting. Okay, I think out of this, my best picture, F1. I'm just kidding. It's not F1.
Put $1
I
on it, win
think
200.
I think I'm rooting for Sinners. I think that's been
Okay.
I'm marching to the beat of my drum. I want Sinners to win, but I won't be incredibly upset if One Battle After Another wins. Uba, but I prefer if it didn't.
Bro, yeah, I'm gonna be on Uba too. I'm gonna be on Uba for this one, just like I was on the Brutalist last year. But if it loses again, I'm done. I'm done with these trash
Okay.
movies.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
that's
just
not
because
fair
they
to say
tell
about
us they're
Uba.
good. That's not fair. Well, it's not fair to Uba.
Right. Uba is not. It's a good movie, but once again, I think I paid like what was it, like $20 to watch it on Amazon. I don't I don't know if I would do that again.
I think if they had made it shorter, they could have really sold me on it. It was just a little
Hmm.
too slow
I
for me.
agree. I agree.
It had the makings of greatness in my book,
Yeah.
but didn't quite hit it.
I really like Benicio del Toro, but I think that
Yeah.
entire sequence probably could have been cut. I don't think it really added anything to the film, did it? Am I wrong? Because I mean, it's the daughter gets kidnapped, and then he has to go. She's at the nunnery, and they try to sell her, and then he finds her at the end.
Yeah.
That was just. It seemed like extra screen time of him going to get her, and it's like I almost felt like they were included that whole section just for the phone calls when he's on the phone with the guys and he can't remember
Oh
the
yeah.
password, and it's like
Yeah.
remember that whole section that like ended up being way longer than maybe they were even expecting it to be.
I agree. I think part of it was, or this is what I was attributing, of them talking about how important community is in just like resistance generally. And
Good point.
maybe almost showing, I mean, it was every scene was showing how incapable Leonardo DiCaprio's character was compared to
Yeah.
like anyone else doing stuff. So a little bit of that. So, but I think it could have been shortened. I feel like they could have
Mhm.
shortened car chases out
Yeah.
a little bit. It feels like there was a lot of like we're just in motion going somewhere scenes
Agreed.
that it's like I don't know that we needed to be along for the ride for this.
Agreed. That's a good point. I mean, the whole part of him driving up and like he drives to the nunnery and like gets his shot off and misses basically.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't we have just gone straight into the car chase like he saw them? Like, it feels like
Yeah.
there's a lot of him getting there just for them to be back on the road again.
Yes. Yeah, I think that it started wearing on me for after a while. It's like, okay, and then it's like it's ending with a car, like we're going on the hills. And the hills were kind of interesting, but it was like, okay, we've been in the car for like a third of
Oh,
this movie.
I forgot about that. The hills went on forever, way too long.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
We could have
It's
just
like,
like hinted at the hills. Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Okay, we got
oh
hills.
damn, this is crazy that we're still doing this.
Yeah. Okay. Heard.
It's like a horror
We're just
movie
hanging out
setting
here.
you up, yeah, setting up something's about to pop out,
Yeah.
but nothing ever pops out.
Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. It didn't really escalate. It was just kind of like someone like parked and then ran away.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like using your surroundings, but we didn't really need the buildup that we got for this.
Mm-mm.
So
And even even the part where he drops off the daughter, right? So he drops off the daughter to the other guy to take her to those one dudes, and then he changes his mind, goes in, and ends all of them.
yeah.
And that whole part was for nothing. She didn't
Yeah.
go anywhere. I don't even remember how she
Yes.
got back to find him because she's behind that sign. But because she wasn't in the car that crashed, which he drives and he finally finds the car, which once again he finds the car and she's not there. So it's like there's a bunch of things that happen. It's like, oh, she's not there. Oh, she goes here,
Yeah.
but nothing happens there. So then she leaves. So it's like all
Yes.
these things keep happening. People keep getting to these destinations where nothing occurs.
Like, oh, go somewhere else now. And it's like, okay, come on.
National Lampoon's Battle at a Time. Family
Wow.
Vacation.
Yeah. I guess it was in a sense a family vacation. The
They
family did
made
go somewhere
memories.
else. Yeah.
They did. They did.
They grew closer,
Yeah.
presumably.
You got to after that.
Yeah, made some memories.
It'll take lots of years to get over.
Lots of therapy to unpack.
Oh man. All right. Well, hey, that's all the
Wow,
awards. Mary, any
we
takeaways?
did it. I'd say this was a fun year for movies. I feel like there's not too many. Well, I didn't watch Blue Moon, so
Oh
I was
no.
gonna say like last year there was some that I just hated, and I was like, I don't think there were any that I was like, oh, I hated this movie. So that was kind of nice. A lot of crying though. I've cried a lot
Hmm.
watching movies. Um, it's fun. I'm excited. Do you know what you do you have your Oscars plan of where you're gonna be watching? What's next you'll have?
I
What's the
don't,
setup?
man. I don't. Probably just at home, sad. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sad.
No, 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 no. No, probably just at home with a pizza. Probably that's
Oh,
something I would do.
hell
Do you have any
yeah.
ideas? Are you going anywhere
I'm
fun this year?
going, I think I'm going, I don't know if it's the same place, but I think it's the same group. Let me see if I can find it. It's the like Dallas film. Where do I have it?
Because I want to get down there. I can't this. I wanted to this year, but with all the time I'm going to take off with the upcoming baby and whatnot,
Yeah,
it's
of
like
course.
save some PTO up for that. And I got a wedding in
Yeah,
Michigan, and my sister's wedding. I'm like, damn, it's
things to do.
next year. Next year, I'm gonna be
That'd
have
be
nothing to
awesome.
do.
You should
Bring
see if
Catherine.
there is like a St. Louis thing. This is through the Dallas International Film Festival, and they're hosting a little. It's like I think it's the same as last year. It's like you pay $20 and you can. They're filming it. They'll have speakers and stuff,
Okay.
and like dress up. You can dress up. You don't have to, and then
Yeah.
watch it live. So I'm going to that. I've tried to recruit friends to come see it, and I don't think I've been. I think what I need to do next year is get people watching the movies ahead of time with me so
Yeah.
that way they're invested and then take them to this. I just kind of sprung it on them. And so I don't know if they're not invested, but I'm gonna play the long game next year
Yeah.
to get people to come with me.
It's like, listen, this is a
But
year-long commitment. You have to watch the movies, then you have to watch the live stream the week before the
yes.
awards, then you have to come with me to the award show.
And we're getting dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. But you and I will of course be in constant communication the entire
Of
ceremony.
course. Absolutely. Hopefully there's no no more guys throwing their gum and hogging the mic, because that was we that was terrible.
Appalling.
Well, guys, thank you for watching. That's gonna do it for this episode of Better Agree, this special episode. Once again, if you don't follow us all year long, we're always posting content. We're posting for every week of the NFL. We post for hockey. We post for baseball. We post for college basketball, pro basketball. We post for golf. We post for the Kentucky Derby. We post for the NFL Draft. If there's anything that you can bet legal U.S. tender on, we're probably covering it. So if we're doing the Academy Awards, we're probably doing the other stuff. We don't do cricket. I guess that's the one thing we don't cover. But thank you guys for
Yet.
watching. Mary, yeah, you're right. Mary, thank you for watching and being with me here today.
Thanks for having me.
Of
See you next year.
course.